This is Divine Sunshine for Divine Unisouls 11. I'm here with I almost like, who am I? I'm here with a channeled message. This morning while I was getting up, I was thinking, looking at my YouTube videos or Facebook, one of the two. And the young man came on. His name is Amarion. He was very in the R&B world, very popular. And he did the remake of Bill Withers' song, which was Lovely Day. And he did it as a challenge. He kind of grew up. He started off, I think it was in either his brother was in some kind of singing group, and he grew up, and I can't remember the story of him. I used to know him very much, but he dropped off the scene, and then he came back. As he came back, you looked at him and you seen that he was very highly, you could say something had changed. Looked like he was very spiritual. He had went through a definite inner journey with himself, that he was transformed. As I read all of the posts for him, one post had jumped off, and I was like, I like the quote. And it hit me in that place that usually most things that says, that's important. That is something that you need to talk about. And one young lady said, oh my God, he looks so spiritual. He looks so unbothered. When we're on this journey, especially for the divine feminines, and I'll say a little bit for the divine masculines as well, it is as important for us to, in our spiritual walk, that we learn how to take in that things when they come along, that we are unbothered by it. This young man, when I looked at him on the video, he looked totally, and you could see an inner peace about things. It wasn't even as the way, and I will post that on my community and probably link it as well too, that it was this peace that you can tell. I've seen it in some people as well. I don't know if he's maybe doing a lot of things, whatever his practice, I'll put it that way. And it can be achieved by many ways. Rather is if it's changed dietary or things of ways of you pretty much releasing the toxic connections to people. Also as far as what things you are letting yourself be exposed to as well. Those things are very important as far as us trying to be unbothered, spiritually unbothered. A lot of us, and I say even divine feminines, have in way or issue that we don't take that in as well as the divine masculine does. A lot of times you even see, even talking to the divine masculine himself, that a lot of things is like it's oblivious, or I see it and I just don't let it bother me. A lot of masculines take that on. I know that from the masculines that I've had even in my life and that I know. A lot of times we've even talked about that, April Williams and myself, that how when we talk about forgiveness, how the divine masculine is like, okay, I did it and let's move on. Because it's like, it's not going to gain anything. Even my masculine said that. It's not going to gain anything. It just let it go. But a lot of times as us as divine feminists, we kind of want to keep on like, yeah, wait a second. Nah, not so soon, Jim Shoe. Hold on, sucker. Let's kind of revisit that and revisit it and revisit it again. Till we kind of make it to the point that I don't know if we're trying to make sure that that person gets where we're coming from, or we want them to start to be as bothered as we are, and while they're trying to stay in a space of being unbothered. You'll find out also while you're trying to do that as well, that life will have a way of bringing you lessons. When you choose to say, today I will be unbothered, life will bring you all different types of things and experiences to test your spiritual gangsterness of stating that you are going to choose the route of being unbothered. if you keep on with the intentions, like I'd say on this channel, of knowing that you want to be unbothered and you're going to gain that inner peace or serenity about things, regardless of how the day or things appear or represent themselves, you will find that although you get off, you'll find yourself reminding yourself to get back on track. And it's just like a typewriter. Old typewriters used to go all the way to the right, and if they said left to center, left with this is alignment, it goes right back to it. So my thing is understanding on this journey, when we truly learn how to master the understanding of being unbothered, that is when we know that we're really truly in union as well. Because we won't let everything kind of get us, as the kids say, off our square. You know, as you playing chess, and that's where that came from, when you're playing chess, and you know, not to make another move on or let somebody knock you off, and whatever chess playing or checkers or anything like that, you want to stay right where you are. You want to stay firm, as in knowing as who you are. It's very important on this journey that we really truly understand to be like water, as they're showing me, and going with the flow. And that's what really being unbothered is about. Having that really true peace and serenity. These are the times that we really get good practice in now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, of how to really be unbothered. Universe has helped us in a way to make sure, like an incubator, that we are able in our own lab as being twin flames to be able to really practice that, experiment that with that, until when it's time for showtime for us to actually be with our divine counterpart. We'll know exactly what to do and how to be unbothered. Yeah, I see you doing that. That no longer bothers me. And they'll probably be looking at you and saying, huh? That used to bother you. That doesn't? And they might, just like a kid, find another thing, something else to come along, say, t, 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 t. I know you didn't like me doing this, but how about I do this all the time? You know, and you're going to still say, no, still unbothered by that. By you being unbothered, that would also help your counterpart to learn how to be that. And when there's times that you forget to be unbothered, they'll remember to be unbothered because you've taught them that lesson. And so when we're talking about, rather it's just in karmic situations or third-party situations, it's very important that we elevate to that level of understanding that we've got to be unbothered, spiritually unbothered, not unbothered in the way that we got like an attitude, like, well, you ain't gonna bother me today. You know, you ain't gonna work my last nerve today. But in a way of, I see it, I don't judge it, and I just let it just flow. And say, okay, well, today I really had planned to do X, Y, and Z, but I see it's not working out that way. So, okay, I'll be spiritual and bothered by it and let the universe lead me to what's the next assignment or thing it wants me to do. Today I had planned to eat this. Okay, I see that I burnt it. And okay, so what's my plan B? What can I do? Sit here and scrape the burntness off of the toast and do something else, or just say, hey, start all over again. A lot of times I've even found myself by that saying, unbothered. It's the reason why things didn't come together. I think about people saying about deadlines and projects and stuff like that. And, you know, we get so upset and frustrated and flustered about things. And then you like, just at the point to say, okay, well, you know, sometimes I be running late. It's a reason why I'm running late. Maybe it's somebody that I need to see or meet at that time. Or maybe why I didn't turn in the project when I said I was supposed to, because guess what? The people aren't ready to hear what I had to say. You know, maybe right now I'm missing pieces of puzzle. I remember a lot of times when I was in college doing papers, and sometimes the whole thing will be wiped out. I used to get frustrated by it. And then after a while, I just like, you know what? Something about it wasn't going to turn out to be an A paper. So they just wiped it out. I'm upset. Yeah, it's crunch time, but I can do it. And that's before they had automatic being able to keep and save. You got that recovery save. They save, and it's in your recovered documents. Thank God they had came up with that. But beforehand, we used to didn't be able to do that. When it was lost, it was lost. You're like, I be damned. Dang, I got to start all over again. And you be upset. And until I got to the point, a lot of times, sometimes it would do that. And I was just, you know what? It evidently that wasn't the right version of it. And most of the time it didn't. And next time I do it, and I would get an A. I just release it. Now that time I was like, oh my God, it didn't go right. That paper was good. I would get a lower grade because I was still hanging on to the past. I was still hanging on to what is or what was or what could have been, what should have been, what ifs. So that's very important that we as twin flames now, especially at this time that we're coming into. May 1st is very crucial. I've seen that on other channels. I believe from like May 1st to May 5th, something is on the horizon to start shifting and changing. I said that a while ago in January. Something about May 5th I came and I said that out. Which will be changed, which will be interesting. It'll be 5-5 for that, which is Cinco de Mayo. Everything happens. I know free tacos. Hey, we don't get that. We got to fix it ourselves. Free margaritas. What happened? Oh, man. So now you just got to, what again? Be spiritual unbothered. Okay, great. Well, this gives me a chance to learn how to make my own margaritas. A lot of times they don't fix it right in the first place when I go to the bar. This way I can have the right ratio of sweetness and whatever. The right salt ratio going around the rim of my margarita glass. The tacos will be fixed just right because I know the ratio of what I like to lettuce to tomato to whatever. And so that's another chance for you to just be spiritual unbothered. Okay, great. I like seeing friends on there. They had the Zoom thing for my friend's birthday for a party. I can invite a couple of friends, say fix margaritas. We can fix margaritas on Zoom together, and we can have our Cinco de Mayo party that way. And just other ways to just be spiritually unbothered, especially with these times that's coming up. Like I said, it got off track. As Jubilee 11 says, squirrel, like I did then. That we've got to come to the point that we have to understand that these are some times that we're coming upon that we're going to get pressurized like diamonds. And I talked to Benita about that. We're going to get pressurized like diamonds at this point. And the key thing, thank you for divine confirmation. The key thing is for you to be spiritual unbothered. Practice everything with integrity and be spiritually unbothered by everything, and also go through your day with intentions. Those are the 3 key things that they have brought to me several times. Okay, intentions, set your intentions, go off of it with integrity, and now they're giving me, now practice spiritual unbothered, to be spiritual unbothered. Just have that peace, okay? It's just not going to get me today. I'm sorry. It's just not. And I'm not sorry. I'm unapologetic about what no, it just won't. I see you. Non-judgment, and just go on. All right. From this point, today I will be uploading the rest of the Sankofa fast forward for the signs of Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. That'll be it for the month of May. And then I'm also been instructed to do an update from the divine karmic and seeing what's going on from their scope. That was it for me to do today. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. Love you.